Om. Om.
Om Shuklambaradharam Vishnum Shashivarnam Chaturbhujam Prasannavadanam Dhyayet Sarvavighnopashantaye Sadashivasamarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. Om Parthaya Pratibodhitam Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Grathitam Purana Munina Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitamritavarshinim Bhagavatim Ashtadashadhyayinim Ambatvamanusandathami Bhagavad Gite Bhavadveshinim Yam Brahma Varunendra Rudra Marutaha Stunvanti Divyaistavaihi Vedai Sangapadak Kramopanishadaihi Gayanti Yam Samagaha Dhyanavasthita Tadgatena Manasa Pashyanti Yam Yoginaha Yasyantam na Vidussura Suraganaha Devaya Tasmai Namaha.
Bhagavad Gita, chapter 18. We are studying the Bhasya of verse 3. Please read verses 2 and 3.
Trivid Shri Bhagawanuvacha Trividha Bhavati Shraddha Dehinam Sa Swabhavaja
Chapter
Satvik
18. Kamyanam Karmanam, second and third.
Kam Shri Bhagawanuvacha Kamyanam Karmanam Nyasam Sanyasam Kavayo Viduhu Sarva Karma Phalatyagam Prahustyagam Vichakshanaha Tyajyam Doshavadityeke Karma Prahurmanishinaha Yajnadana Tapak Karma Natyajyamiti Chapare.
Arjuna's question was to know the distinction between the word sannyasa and tyaga as used by Krishna at different places in the teaching so far. Though both have more or less same meaning as giving up, yet Arjuna could find out that some subtle difference is there. That's why Bhagavan is using these two different words. And he is asking the question, Bhagavan is first telling the opinion of different people, and then he tells what he has to say about sannyasa and tyaga. Here, one thing should be kept in the mind. To give up entire karmas or do karma and give up the karma phala, both these options are in the case of an ajnani. An ignorant person who knows not that his Swarupa is Satchidananda Paramanda Tattva, who identifies with the body, takes the Jagat to be real, but is a Mumukshu. He wants to know that he has known from or he has come across the statement of great masters that Swarupa of everyone is Paramanda Swarupa, etc. Which he knows that it is totally different from what he is experiencing. Yet he has that Shraddha. How is it so, etc. He wants to know, is a Mumukshu, a Jidnyasu. Now, from the stand, but yet he is an ignorant person. From his standpoint, these alternatives, these options come in picture. But other person who was referred to by Bhagavan Krishna in second chapter as Sankhya, in contrast to yogi who does karma. Jnana yogena sankhyanam, karma yogena yoginam. Sankhya means that a jnana nishtha, the one who has got Atma Jnana, not only has got Atma Jnana, he has got his mind well rooted in it. He has got his mind well absorbed in the Atma Swarupa. It's called Sankhya. Jnana Yogena Sankhya. In the case of this Sankhya, all that is there is Jnana is in picture. He has nothing to do with the karma, whether to give up the karma totally or do the karma and give up the phala. These options do not surface in the case of Sankhya. Now, in the case of Ajnani, with the Mokshu, with the Jidnyasu, so there these options come, and from that standpoint, Bhagavan is going to point out what is the best course of conduct in life to be taken to for such a person. But this thing is made in the disposition of a mumukshu, depending on disposition, mental disposition, whether to give up the karmas entirely, vividisha sannyasa, and take to the pursuit of shravana, manana, nididhyasana totally, sannyasa, or not being able to do that, being grahastha, a karmi, but at the same time he is mumukshu, he is jidnyasu, wants to gain the atma jnana, brahma jnana, do the karma, but don't hanker for the results of action. In the sense, result of action is not the criterion, is not the main factor because of which it does the karma. It does the karma because it is so enjoined in the Vedas. It is so enjoined in the Shastras. And Ishvara has asked me to do that. There must be something purpose in that. He has simple Shraddha in Ishvara and does what he says. He is a karma yogi. Dedicates all karma phalas to whom? Ishvara. Dedicates karmas means karma phalas also to Ishvara. But does them. Is that yaga, that is. So you have to keep in mind now. Shankara is going to point out, look, the person discussed here is a Ajnani Mumukshu Jidnyasu. I hope you know the distinction between Mumukshu and Jidnyasu. Mumukshu is the one, in general, we can't draw such clear-cut distinction, but to some extent we can say. General, who has analyzed the life and even the best accomplishment in life cannot make one totally happy and freed from total sorrows, especially death. So is there a way out? Is there a solution? Yes. You find that in the Shastra, know yourself. And he wants to get freed from that. Mumuksha. Mokto micha moksha. But when he pursues the Shastra, when he exposes to the teaching of the great master, he finds that the means to get freed from sorrow of samsara is to know our Swarupa. So now, he is not only one who wants to get freed from sorrow of samsara, but he also knows the solution lies in knowing our true nature Swarupa. Jnatum ichcho jidnyasu. As a remedial measure for his mumuksha, the solution is gaining the knowledge of oneself. Gaining the knowledge of oneself. So that is how slight decision can be made. Now here, the person discussed is in giving up karma totally, or doing the karma, giving up phala totally, is with respect to such a person who is mumukshu jidnyasu and yet ignorant person, and not the sankhya jnana nishtha. He has nothing to do with the karma or karma phalas because he is self-sufficient. He is Paramananda Swarupa. He has discovered his Swarupa to be free from Janma Marana Samsara. He has nothing to accomplish in this cosmos. He has nothing to lose from this cosmos. It's full and complete. Ananta, limitless. So in this, first we see in the second verse, giving up of kamya karma, which includes nitya naimitya karmas, that is sannyasa. Whereas doing the karmas, giving up the karma is tyaga. This is opinion of some people. Now, opinion of some other people like this. Karma, whether you are an eligible person or not, by all means should be given up. Why? Doshavat. It is full of defects in terms of continuation of your samsara, in terms of continuation of your sorrowful existence. So long as you are identify the body, you can never be free from sorrows. No, स्वामी जी, भगवान की कृपा से सब कुछ अच्छा चल रहा है, बाल बच्चे सब ठीक है, सब पैसा भी आता है, तो people recognize me, भगवान की कृपा से कुछ भी कम नहीं है. You can be complacent for some time, but at what time, from what quarter, what blow can come, no one knows. Even if you ask Bhagavan also, he will say, look, I have already warned you. If you have not listened, read Bhagavad Gita. I have told you in very clear terms, this world, this sojourn of ours, from birth to death called Loka, this field of experience called Loka, Anityam Asukham Lokam. This world is what? Number one, a nameplate. Anityam, impermanent. Asukham, true happiness is not there. Seemingly you may appear to be here, happy for some time, but it putrefies in sorrow only. Asukham, lokam, one. Other nameplate. Dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Alaya, abode of sorrow. Ashashvatam, impermanent. Do you mean to say Bhagavan Krishna is so irresponsible to make statements which are not true? And that also, having taken the very embodiment which he doesn't need, having taken the embodiment avatar for the good of humanity, is he going to tell a lie? Is he going to mislead the people? In Sanskrit, there is a saying, Nahi varaghataya sutam udvahayati. No father gets her daughter married to kill the son-in-law. Anybody does it? Like that, Krishna, having taken this avatar for the good of the humanity, will he tell which is lie? But he knows from every step people take it right other way. They think the world to be real, permanent, source of happiness. And even if he shouts at the top of the voice, nobody is ready to listen. They worship him. That they do. They worship, but disobey his commands. That is why Krishna, with an appeal, he said, Shraddhavan labate jnanam saushayatma vinashyati. Only a person with Shraddha can gain knowledge. Doubting Thomas will get ruined in the sense, will course of time, will be useless for all Purusharthas, including Kama and Artha. He's telling. But we nod our head, but we are so thick-skinned. You know that thick-skinned? कुछ भी करो उस पर असर नहीं होती है. What is that? And we continue our good old game. No. Doshavat. Karma is for karma phala. Karma phalas are for fulfillment of desires. Desires means karma. Karma means karma phala. Karma phala means future embodiment. Future embodiment, death. Janma marana, janma marana, janma marana, because of your desire for sense pleasure. That is the case. Be careful about the karma. Some people say it is what? Going to lead you to the continuation of samsara. Dosha videke, Manisha. Whereas others say, Yajna dana tapa karma should be given up totally. Now we are seeing in Bhasya this word doshavat. Read that first sentence. Tyajyam tyaktavyam doshavat doshaha.
त्याज्यं त्यक्तव्यं दोषवत् दोषः अस्य अस्ति इति दोषवत्
Continue.
किं तत् कर्म बन्धहेतुत्वात् सर्वमेव
Yes, we have seen up to here. Tyajyam. What is tyajyam? Karma. Knowledgeable people say the karma should tyaktavyam. Tyajyam tyaktavyam should be given up, abandoned. Why? Doshavat. Here the suffix vat is in the sense of matu pratyaya. Matu pratyaya means it gives the sense of endowed with, full of, which has got. So, karma is doshavat. That is, it is full of defects. Bhashyakara explains that. Dosha asya sthiti doshavat. It has got defects. What is the defect? Kim tat. What is the defect dosha? Explain. Because karma bandha hetutva. Because karma is cause of bondage. Bondage is our present existence, identifying with the embodiment, whereby mistaking the embodiment as I and Jagat to be real, and all the time pursue the means of sense pleasure, thinking that one day we'll be happy. And that one day will never dawn. It has not dawned in the past. It is not dawning today. It is not going to dawn in the future also. But all living beings are ever hopeful that one day it will happen in my case. Something strange in the history of the cosmos, taking into account all endless past kalpas, no one has ever succeeded in being all the time happy by karma. On the contrary, one gets subject to the janma marana samsara, therefore karma bandha hetutva. Sarvameva. What is the sarvameva? All means, because karmas are of three types. Nitya, Naimitika and Kamya, of course. From the standpoint of performance and the result. Otherwise, Prarabdha, Agami, Sachita, the different category. Nitya karma. Karmas enjoined by the Vedas to be done daily. Naimitika karmas. Karmas to be done on occasions told by Vedas. Kamya karma. Karmas done specifically for this fulfillment of desires. All. Why says all? Because Bhashyakara knows some people have wrong notion, that Nitya Naimita karma do not give result. Not correct. So he had the word sarvameva. All karmas, whether it's nitya karma, daily duties, naimita karmas, occasional duties, or kama karmas, karmas done being prompted by one's desires. This is the one way of looking at the word doshavat. What is that doshavat? Being endowed with defects of janma marana rupa samsara. Second meaning is being given by Bhashyakara. Doshavat, like this. It is like any other defect. That vat is not vatu pratyaya. Not in the second meaning. First meaning is so. In second meaning, its meaning is taken as like. What? Like that. So how is it? That is, let us see. Continue. Athava dosha.
अथवा दोषः यथा रागादिः त्यज्यते तथा त्याज्यम् इति एके प्राहुः मनीषिणः पंडिताः सांख्यादिदृष्टिम् आश्रिताः अधिकृतानां कर्मिणाम् अपि इति.
Athava, or. It is in the sense, it is like dosha means like any other defects which put you in trouble. Like that, this also is a defect. Doshaha, for which an illustration, yatha ragadihi tyajyate. Things that are defective in nature are given up. For example, yatha, just as ragadihi, raga, asakti, priti, adi for krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsara, etc. So these are given up. Why? Because themselves are defect. How defect? Take for example, raga, asakti, priti, love, hankering for an object or a being. You may ask, what is wrong? You are landing in sorrow. Sooner or later, you cannot escape it. Why? Because of your asakti, priti, two have come together. Sanyoga has taken place. Sanyoga viyoganta. Any union is subject to separation law. You can't escape it. And that very object or being of your love will make you land in sorrows. In the Panchadashi, it is dramatized. Guru tells the Shishya, look, anything you get asakti from, priti from, which will put you in trouble. The Shishya thinks, how is it possible? Guru says as if a curse. Priyamta rosyati. It is brother negative. Priyam, whatever you hold as dear, twa, to you, Rotsyati, will make you weep one day. As a sincere disciple takes it as a piece of great advice, abides by it, and rescues oneself from the future sorrow. Whereas one who has no Shraddha in that, how is it possible? Gets subjected to sorrow. Again, with respect to wealth, possessions, properties, up to the limit necessary, one has to have it. But beyond that, in course of time, it can become the source of sorrow. Sati Sai used to say, properties are not proper ties. Properties are not proper ties. The fact that this body itself is not inert, is not permanent, not inert, but is not permanent. How can we possess anything forever thinking that it will make me happy? Besides that, there may be many defects in that. Many things are there. So, raga, priti, whether for a being or object, etc., is a defect in the sense it does make us land in sorrow. To the extent duty needs to be discharged, do it. To the extent it is indispensable, have it. Shastra says, but don't go beyond that. This world is public property. It is meant for all. Those who have not got, let them have it. And if you have capacity to earn more, etc., do it, but share with those who need it. It is a privilege of yours that you are able to help someone. But a person by himself cannot aggrandize everything else. Even the present day, even the concept of economy is not proper. They are talking of high figure of GDP, etc. Billion, trillions of economy by such and such year. And yet, see the country here. There are, for example, in our country, 69% of the poor children die of malnutrition. How many poor children get the medical care of high tech in terms of congenital heart diseases, pediatric cardiac surgeries, which can be cured, but poor people who have no guarantee of 2 square meals a day, can they imagine to spend 3, 4, 5 lakhs rupees? We are talking of growth in GDP. See the difference between haves and have-nots. Even today in India, every day there are many thousand people still going to sleep in the night on empty stomach. Growth. The distinction between the haves and have-nots because of wrong concept of the public property, the Jagat. Give the opportunity to them. Afterward, whether they earn or not, left to them. But opportunity themselves are not, because the opportunity for education is not there. So therefore, our Shastra is not that way. So, Raga, that is what the Raga, Asakti, Priti is a defect. To the extent needed, yes, you must. You should not depend on others. So, Raga. So that is how Asakti, Krodha, etc. Anger, a defect. Angry man knows not what he does. He may do a thing which should not be done and will repent whole life long. In fact, in the jail, etc., other than those confirmed criminals, there are many murderers there who are not so. But the fit of anger, they did something. And then what? Whole lifelong is suffering. Dosha. Anger is a great defect. So like this, that is karma by itself is dosha. It gives bondage. So therefore what? Yatha ragadi tejyate. Raga, asakti, priti, krodha, anger, then lobha, greed. Greed has no end at all. You can never fulfill the greed at all. That's what Mahatma Gandhi said. The world has enough resources to cater to the needs of everyone on this globe. But it doesn't have resources to cater to the greed of even one person. Greed has no end. So therefore, by itself is defect. Like that. Adi tyajyate. A sensible person, a person who has got some education based on the Shastras, not modern economics and all that. So, based on the Shastras, how they give up, or by Viveki, a person who knows discrimination, how he gives up Raga, Krodha, Moha, Mada, Lobha, etc. Tatha, Tyajam. So, karma should be given up. By who? Mumukshubi. Mumukshubi by Mumukshu. Iti eke prahu. First line eke. With eke prahu manishina pandita. Manishina. They have got buddhi. Of course, to great extent, they have made use of buddhi. To some extent, they are right also. Not that they are wrong, they are telling. Pandita. Now, who are these? Bhashyakara knows who they are. Sankhya drishtim ashita. Sankhya drishtim ashita. Those who resort to the views of Sankhya. Now be carefully. This Sankhya is Kapila Muni's Sankhya school of thought. And not the Sankhya told by Bhagavad in chapter 2. Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam. Not that Sankhya. That Sankhya was who? Jnana Nishtha. One whose mind is absorbed in the knowledge of oneself. Whereas here Sankhya is referred to the followers of Sankhya school of thought. Ashita. So what they say, adhikrutanam karminam api iti. Even people who are enjoined by Vedas to take to karma, even they should give up karma. Why? Full of defects, or themselves are defective in nature. Iti. That iti, to show that the end of the view of Sankhya people, or people who say like that, even if the person is eligible to do karma, even if the person is enjoined to take to karma by Vedas, better don't do that. Give it up. This is their view. Now, still other view. Continue. Tatraiva.
तत्र एव यज्ञदान तपः कर्म न त्याज्यम इति च अपरे.
Tatraiva means in this context of karma, to be done or not to be done. Option has come. Whether it is to be done or not to be done. Tatraiva, in that context only. Yajna dana tapa karma. Yajna dana tapas karma enjoined in the Shastra. No tyajyam. Should not be given up. Why? True, they're binding in nature. For who? One who wants to fulfill a desire. But these karmas are also useful. For who? Those who want to accomplish antakarana shuddhi, chitta shuddhi. Through chitta shuddhi, this karma can be helpful to gain moksha, gain atmajnana. It is like we have seen the context of karma yoga. In different systems of therapies, whether it is allopathy, whether Ayurveda or homeopathy, certain poisons in limited measures are used as medicine with effectiveness. In allopathy, you may know, scheduled L drug, scheduled H drug. What does it mean? H means harmful. Be careful by taking. L, more dangerous, can be lethal. It can end your life also. It should be taken in proper dosage. And yet, these poisons are made use as medicine. Like that, what is said? What is it? Karmas are binding in nature, accepted. It is a fact. Yet, they can be made use to gain Shuddhanta Karna, whereby knowledge can be gained. That itself is moksha. So therefore, yajna dana tapa karma na tyajamite cha apare. Apare. Apare yara mimamsa paksha. Those who analyze the Vedas. Why Vedas regulate karma? That means to gain Shuddhanta Karna, whereby Atma Jnana, moksha can be gained. Now here, as I had hinted earlier, Bhashyakara starts a discussion to point us out that this discussion is from the standpoint of an ajnani who has options in terms of giving our total karmas or do the karma and give up the totally the result thereof for him, but not for Sankhya. Sankhya, which Sankhya? Not Kapila Sankhya, Jnana Nishtha. He is outside the purview of this because he has nothing to gain from karma at all. So therefore he says, continue. Karminaha eva adhikrita.
कर्मिणः एव अधिकृतान् अपेक्ष एते विकल्पाः न तु ज्ञाननिष्ठान् वित्थायिनः सन्न्यासिनः अपेक्ष्य.
Karminaha adhikritan karminaha eva apeksha ete vikalpaha. Ete vikalpaha. These vikalpas, different possibilities, options, Vedas, these different things in terms of possibilities. Vikalpaha. Adhikritan karminaha eva. They are with respect to the karmis, what adhikrita means, eligible to take to karma. Who is eligible to take karma? Is Ajnani, human person. Either he wants to get Shuddhanta Karna or fulfill the desires. So therefore, Apeksha Yete Vikala. Natu, but not at all with respect to people. Jnana Nishtha Vittayana Sannyasina Apeksha. Apeksha, no Apeksha. Not with respect to those sannyasis which are what? Who are Vittayana, I will say that Vittayana. Jnanishta. Who are Jnanishta, who are absorbed in Atma Swarupa Jnana. What karma has to do with them? Or it can be Vyuttayanaha Sannyasina. Sannyasis who are Vyuttayanaha means those who have given up everything in terms of Eshanatraya. Three Eshanas, what are they? What is Eshana? Desires. Those who have given up three varieties of desires. What are the varieties of desire? Lokaishana, Vittaishana, Putra Ishana. This person wants to attain heavens. Lokaishana. Vittaishana. Therefore, what is it? He has to earn money. He has to have money. Without that, he can't do Yajnayagas. Putra Ishana. Desire to marry and have children, have son who has got a role in the karma. So those people who have to fulfill this state of desire have to take to karma. But one who has discovered and by Viveka Vairagya, who has risen up from this desire, abandoned the desire, they are Parivrajinaha. Because they are free, they have given up desires, karma, they have no role for them to play, and therefore what they become? Parivraj, sannyasi, taking only the means of gaining knowledge, Shravana, Manana, Nidhyasana. Why do they not need karma? Two reasons. One, they have no desire to fulfill for which karma is necessary. Number two, Shuddhanta karma they have already got. Purity of the mind they have already got. So therefore, as a means of karma yoga, also karma not necessary. Bhiksha acharyam charanti. They take the life of bhiksha, means give up karma, take sannyasa, and shravana, manana, nidhyasana. So therefore, this deliberation, whether karmas to be given up, not to be given up, or karmas to be taken to, result to be given up. All these possibilities are from the standpoint of Ajnani and not Jnanishta, who was described as Sankhya in the chapter 2. Continue. Jnana Yogena.
ज्ञानयोगेन सांख्यानां निष्ठा मया पुरा प्रोक्ता इति कर्माधिकारात् अपोद्धृताः ये न तान् प्रति चिन्ता.
Tan prati chintana. Don't think chinta means what is the worry, etc. Chinta means thinking. Here chinta means deliberation. The present deliberation, the present discussion or present consideration is about who? No, is not about such people. Who are those people? Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam Nishta. Chapter 3, verse 3. Sankhyanam means who? Jnana Nishthanam. Those who have steadfastness in the Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Jnana Nishthanam. Jnana Yogena Sankhyanam Nishta Maya Pura Prokta. I told about that. That's what who says, Bhagavan Krishna says in chapter 3, verse 3. Iti, these people, who are the people? Jnanishtas called Sankhya here in Bhagavad Gita. Says, iti, these people are what? Karmadhikarat apodhrutaha. Ye. Ye, those people who are karmadhikarat apodhritaha. They are apodhritaha, exempted, removed. These people are exempted from adhikar, eligibility to take to karma. Means karma is not meant for them. It has nothing to give them. It cannot serve as a means for them to gain anything. So therefore they are what? Exempted. Ye no tan pratichinta. About such people, the present consideration or deliberation is not undertaken. So what Bhagavan said, say, look, I have already told those who are jnanishtas, for them karma is not meant. And therefore what Bhagavan says now about the other people who are ajnanis, from their standpoint, to take to karma or not, this deliberation is going on. To this, a doubt is raised. Sir, you say that this discussion doesn't relate to the Sankhya or Jnanishta, is already exempted from what? Karma. Then why do you discuss here about Ajnani? That you also are told. Karma yogena yoginam. Yogis, grahasthas, who are eligible for karma, who have no knowledge, karma yogena. You already told. Others have to take to karma yoga. These are not exempted. These are exempted from the karma. Why are you doing this? Again, discussing here. The doubt is possible. Bhashyakara surfaces the doubt and answer it. Nanu karma yogena. Read.
ननु कर्मयोगेन योगिनाम् इति अधिकृताः पूर्वं विभक्तनिष्ठाः अपि इह शास्त्रोपसंहार प्रकरणे यथा विचार्यन्ते तथा सांख्याः अपि ज्ञाननिष्ठाः विचार्यन्तामिति.
What this says, we'll see in detail. See, just as karmi, grahastha, ajnani, but due to karma, are already told. And when already told, then nothing remains to be done here. Just as you told now about the jnanishtas, they are exempted karma, nothing need to be discussed here. So why are you discussing that and not this? Otherwise, discuss this also. So that is the doubt raised. We'll see in detail. Om.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्याय्येन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यं लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतंगमय ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ओम शांति शांति शांतिः हरिः ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम।